This was the night of murderous mayhem. First, we got Darby Allin's murder. He is thrown down a flight of stairs by Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. Then the Acclaim murdered the varsity blondes. Sorry, tongue tied. They murder them with the Dark Side of the Ring comments, and Brian Pillman's episode is gonna happen. Dark. And then we witnessed the Blood and Guts event. The Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle. And yeah, this was a lot. This was a lot. So yeah, this was a lot because there was a ton of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff in this. Oh, and we might be getting Orange Cassidy versus Kenny Omega at Double or Nothing. So expect insanity with legs exploding. But yeah, this was ultimate brutality with blood and guts, violence, extreme. Holy crap! I mean, the Pinnacle got their asses beat. They got their asses beat throughout this entire match. Drax Hardwood, I believe, if I'm correct. Not Dax. Cash. Cash Wheeler. Yeah, he got the worst of it. He was bleeding a lot. I was like, funk. Oh, funk. I was like, damn. He probably cut too deep. So yeah, that probably and then you got Gusher MJF and the insanity of it all. It's all out war, and now it's like it's so fucking insane. It was maddening to watch this. However, there were major problems. The commercials really fucked it up for me. There was picture in picture, and that did help, especially when they gave big moments away on the picture in picture, which, okay, it's a little iffy, but now it makes the picture in picture much more seriously taken. And this was a big show. They treated this like a big deal, big fight show, which was big freaking awesome, especially since Double or Nothing's a few weeks away, 25 days to be exact. So they have a lot of build up to do for that event, and they already have another big stacked show next week. But yeah, it's just this match just got so intense. There were botches, but here's the thing about it. It didn't bother me, one, probably because it wasn't as dangerous, but I think due to the fact that this was treated as such a fight and more of a fight than a technical wrestling thing, I don't want to say it added realism because this is wrestling and this is an industry that's featured a dead man walking, a guy who acts like he's a dinosaur even though he speaks pontificantly to Chris Jericho for about 5 minutes once. Yeah, that was a thing. And Kane and a man who could control fire, so yeah. But it made this whole fight go down and dirty. It was brutal. It was, and I had a little bit of a problem with MJF and Jericho getting out of the cage and going on top. I was like, yeah, I don't know about that because this is supposed to be confined into the cage. Like it's like NXT had their own style without the roof because Vince is a petty bastard. Like Triple H says, oh, they didn't need a roof. Then a report disputes that, saying that, oh, Triple H fought for a roof, but Vince was being a bastard about it because he's petty about WCW still and hates Dusty. So they have this match. They tear the house down, and it does slow down. The thing does go a little sluggish at times. Names with this, I understood the criticism I got on that front, and then the ending happened, and yeah, so this went NWO a little bit with the surrender tactic where MJF has Jericho on the ropes. He's threatening to basically kill him, push him into the floor where the commentator said concrete, even though they show that, yeah, that's not concrete. And then they do camera cuts that are so dunnish, and I was like, oh god, did the master of 1,001 cuts come into this of 1,000,001 cuts? I don't want him in there. It's a nightmare if I even think about that. But the ending is what people got mixed about. Now, I was all right with the ending in terms of the inner circle losing by via surrendering to the Pinnacle because they care for Jericho. That's their leader. That's their brother in arms, and they weren't going to go and risk it. There was a hostage situation essentially. It reminded me when the NWO was ready to smash Ric Flair's head into the door, and yeah, that was brutal. And then they do this ending, and this is where people were talking about it. So, and yeah, the trash and Twitter is lost its mind, and yeah, it it got very crazy because then yeah, it went very bad, and yeah, I get why people were concerned, but but I was thinking to myself, okay, look, I know the padding was really arbitrarily insane and very, 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 very bad, but I get it. I'm thinking. I'm reminded of remember what happened last time. Matt Hardy and that scare people had, and how AEW handled it. I'd much rather have this ending than what we almost got with Matt Hardy's life. I would rather have that. And then people were comparing it to the botch ending to Revolution. Now here's the difference between the Revolution botch and this ending. The Revolution one was primarily because they were given duds because the production company they hired was pretty much not really repentant about it. And they can't really say which company did it because they know that people will trash it, and there was probably an NDA agreement on that. So, yeah, and the crowd was freaking awesome. The crowd, oh man, I missed that level of hype. 50% of the crowd was there, and at Double or Nothing, they're gonna bring back the entire crowd for the Daily's Place. But so anyways, this happened, and people have been trashing the ending. I get people are mad about the ending because they just had the Revolution event happen not too long ago. But I was like, I'd much rather have this kind of ending than what almost could have happened to Matt. And yeah, that's the big difference there. But overall, I did like how they did it. The surrendering angle, because MJF is a conniving bastard. He saw the signs where it looked like, yeah, they were going to lose if they didn't do this correctly. So they had to do this strategy out of desperation. I'm pretty sure he would have loved to make Jericho tap out because he's better than you and you know it. And yeah. He has now portrayed himself as the ultimate dastardly heel. He is now Jericho's true successor in this business. He is basically The Miz was allowed to go on TV 14 level mic talk. It would be kind of interesting to see The Miz in AEW and interacting with MJF. That would be like one match in which can say I'm done after that because that was just worth it. So so yeah, this has caused this has caused a massive crisis on the endings, but yeah, it didn't bother me as much as the Revolution ending or the incident with Matt because hey, I'd rather have an ending where Padding's involved. But now MJF is the big heel. The inner circle is going to probably be gone for a while. But here's the thing: I'm predicting this. MJF is going to be AEW World Champion next year, and he will be the one that dethrones Hangman Page, who I still believe will be champion this year, toppling Kenny freaking Omega. because that is a match that is going to be awesome, hopefully. But this was ultimate brutality. It's down, it's dirty, it's rough, it's gruesome at times. You just want to wince when you see it. And they tore the ring apart. They really tore the ring apart to sell this how bloodlust they have become towards each other. So yeah, I felt like it was everything it needed to be, though the commercial breaks was freaking annoying at times. A lot. So yeah, there are complaints made about it, and I do acknowledge them. But I think AEW overall delivered with this show and this match particularly. So yeah, it's pretty insane they did this. It was pretty freaking insane they did this. So yeah, it's blood and guts. Blood and guts, man. Nothing like it. So, yeah, I know this thought video felt very incoherent. I just got done with another recording session with some people, but it wasn't like the ending did. I get it. The ending tacked it a little bit, but yeah. So, yeah, these were my randomized thoughts on on Pinnacle versus Inner Circle Blood and Guts match. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check out my other content in the description below. Stay tuned for more. I'll see y'all next time. Peace and take care, and I'll see y'all next time. Take care.